You're a mighty spruce young fellow. Sit down now while you're quiet till you talk with me.
I'm going abroad on the hillside for to seek Begin.
You'll have time and plenty for to seek Pegeen. And you heard me saying at the fall of night the two of us should be great company.
Fill this out. I'll have no want of company when all sorts is bringing me their food and clothing. The way they set their eyes upon the gallant orphan cleft his father with one blow till his breeches belt. Shades of glory. Holy angels from the throne of light.
What ails you?
Oh! It's the walking spirit of me murdered dog!
Was it that trapper?
Where will I hide my poor body from that ghost of hell? Oh!
God save you, my poor man.
Did you see a young lad pass this way? In the early morning of the fall night.
You're a queer kind to walk in not saluting at all.
Did you see the young lad?
What kind was he?
An ugly young streeler with a murderous gob on him. And a little switch in his hand. I met a tramper seen him coming this way at the fallen night.
There's harvest hundreds to be passing these days for the Sligo poach. For what is it you're wanting him, my poor man?
I want to destroy him for breaking the head on me with the clout of a lie. It was he did that. And aren't I a great wonder to think I traced him 10 days with that rent in me crown?
That was a great blow. And who hit you? A robber, maybe?
It was me own son that hit me. And he the devil a robber or anything else but a dirty, stuttering lout.
You'd best be wary of a mortified scalp, I think they call it, leaping around with that wound in the splendour of the sun. It was a bad blow, surely, and you should have vexed him fearful to make him strike that gash in his daff.
Is it me?
Aye! And isn't it a great shame when the old and hardened do torment the young?
Torment him, is it? And I, after holding out with the patience of a martyred saint, till there's nothing but destruction on, and I'm driven out in me old age with none to aid me.
Oh, it's a sacred wonder the way that wickedness will spoil a man.
My wickedness, is it? Haven't I? It was him has me destroyed, and he, a liar on walls, a talker of folly, a man you'd see stretched the half of the day in the brown ferns with his belly to the sun.
Not working at all.
Devil of work. And if he ever did itself, you'd see him raising a haystack like the stalk of a rush, or driving our last cow till he broke her leg at the hip. And when he wasn't at that, he'd be fooling with little birds, finches and felts, or making mugs at his own self in the bit of a glass we had hung on the wall.
What way was he so foolish? It was running wild after the girls, maybe.
Run wild. If he seen a red petticoat come swinging over the hill, he'd be off to hide in the sticks. You'd see him shooting out his sheep's eyes from the twigs and leaves, his two ears rising like a hare looking out from a gap. Girls, indeed.
It was drink, maybe.
And he, a poor fellow, would get drunk on the smell of a pint. He'd a queer, rotten stomach, I'm telling you. And when I give him 3 pulls on me pipe a while since, he was taken with contortions, till I had to send him in the ass cart to the female's nurse.
Well, I never till this day heard tell of a man the like of that.
I'd swear a mighty oath you hadn't, Shirley. And wasn't he the laughing joke of every female woman where four baronies meet? The way they'd stop their weeding if they see him coming the road, to let her roar at him and call him the loony of Malins.
I'd give the world and all to see the like of him. What kind was he?
Small, low fellow.
And dark.
Dark and dirty.
I'm thinking I've seen him.
An ugly young blackguard.
A hideous, fearful villain, and the spit of you.
What way is he fled?
Gone over the hills to catch a coasting steamer to the north or south.
Could I pull up on him now?
If you cross the sands below where the tide is out, you'll be in it as soon as himself, for he had to go around 10 miles by the top of the bay, strike down by the head beyond the Lum, follow on the roadway to the north and east. Let you give him a good vengeance when you come up with him, but don't put yourself in the power of the law, for it'd be a poor thing to see a judge in his black cap reading out his sentence on a civil warrior the like of you.
she hears that story, what will she be saying to me now?
She'll knock the head off you, I'm thinking, and drive you from the door. God help her to be taking you for a wonder, and you a little schemer, out making up a story you destroyed your dad.
To me, that Annie was dead, and then coming back into his life and following after me like an old weasel chasing a rat, and coming in here and laying destruction between me own self and the fine women of Ireland, and he the kind of carcass that should fling upon the sea.
There's talking for a man's one only son.
His one son, is it? May I meet him with one tooth in a dig, and one eye to be seeing 77 devils in the twist of the road, and one old timberlake on him to be limping towards a scalding grave! There he is now, crossing the strands, with the Lord God sent a high wave to wash him from the world! Whoosh. Whoosh.
Have you no shame? What ails you? You're crying, is it?
And after seeing the love light of the star of knowledge shining from her brow, and hearing words would put you thinking upon the holy Bridget speaking to the infant saints. And thou shalt be turning again, and speaking hard words to me like an old woman with a spab in the ass she'd have urging on him.
There's poetry talk for a girl you'd see itching and scratching, and she with a stale stink of pochine on her from selling in the shop.
It's sort of like it's fitted to me, handling merchandise in the heavens above. And what will I be doing now, I ask you? And I a kind of wonder that was jilted from the heavens when a day was by.
You'll be doing like myself, I'm thinking, when I did destroy my man. For I'm above many's a day, odd times and great spirits abroad in the sunshine, darning a stocking or stitching a shift. And odd times again, looking out on the schooners, hookers, trawlers is sailing the sea. And I thinking on the gallant, hairy fellows are drifting beyond, and myself, long years living alone.
You like me so?
I am your like, and it's for that I'm taking a fancy to you. And I, with my little house scene above, where there be myself to tend you, and none to ask were you a murderer or what at all.
And what would I be doing if I left Peggy?
Oh, I've nice jobs you could be doing. Gathering shells to make a whitewash for our hut within, building up a little goose house, or stretching a new skin on an old curragh I have. And if my hut is far from all sides, it's there you'll meet the wisest old men, I tell you, at the corner of my wheel. And it's there yourself and me will have great times whispering and hugging.
Is it Peggy? Like?
It's the young girls I'm thinking coming to bring you to the sports below. And what is it you'll have me tell them now?
Aid for me to win, Peggy.
Oh,
It's yourself only I'm seeking now. Aid for me to win her, and I'll ask God to stretch out his hand to you in the hour of need, and lead you shortcuts through the meadow of ease, and up the floor of heaven to the footstool of the Virgin Son.
there's praying.
They're coming. Will you swear to aid me and save me for the love of Christ?
If I aid you, will you swear to give me the right of way I want, and a mountain ram, and a load of dung at Michaelmas, the time that you'll be master here?
I will by the elements and stars of night.
Then we'll not say a word of the old fellow. The way Peggy won't know your story till the end of time.
And if he chances to return again.
We'll swear he's a maniac and not your dad. I can take an oath I seen him raving on the sands today.
Christy, come down! Christy, it's fine, it's the beginning. It's the beginning of the big job. He's so kind upon you.
I will then if Peggy's beyond.
She's in the quarries making cake.
Whoa! Then I'll be going to her now.
Well, if the worst comes at the end of all, it'll be great game to see there's none to pity him but a widow woman the like of me has buried her children and destroyed her man.
Mike! Oh, begin! Oh, did you see yourself?
I did not, but I sent Sean Keogh with the Asgard for to bear him home. Oh. Well, isn't he a nasty man to get into such staggers at the morning wake?
Who's the rascal he is?
Oh, and isn't herself the devil's daughter for locking? And she's so fussy after that young gaffer, you might take her death of drowning, not need you.
Well, it's little wonder she'd be fussy. And he making bankrupt ruin of the roulette man. And the trick of the loop man. And breaking the nose of the cockshot man. And winning all in the sports below. Racing, leaping, dancing, and the Lord knows what. Oh, he's right luck, I'm telling you.
Oh, if he has, he'll be rightly hobbled yet. And he not able to say 10 words without making a brag of the way he killed his father and the great blow he hit with the law.
Well, a man can't hang by his own informing, and his father should be rotten by now.
Supposing a man's taking spuds in the field with a long spade, and supposing he flings up the 2 halves of that skull, what would be said then in the papers and the courts of law?
Well, they'd say it was an old Dane, maybe, was drowned in the flood. But did you never hear tell of the skulls they have in the city of Dublin, ranged out like blue jugs in the cabin of Connacht?
And you believe that?
Well, didn't the lad see them? And he, coming from harvesting in the Liverpool boat. They have them there, says he, making a show of the great people there was one time walking the world. White skulls, and black skulls, and yellow skulls, and some with full teeth, and some having only but one.
It was no lie, maybe, for when I was a young lad there was a graveyard beyond the house that had the remnants of a man who had thighs as long as your arm.
No.
Oh, he was a horrid man, I'm telling you. And there was many a fine Sunday I put him together for fun. And he with shiny bones. He wouldn't meet the like of these days in the cities of the world.
You wouldn't, is it? Lay your eyes on that skull, and tell me where and when you seen another the like of it. Is splintered only from the blow of a lie.
Glory be to God! And who hit you at all?
It was me own son hit me. Would you believe that?
Well, there's wonders hidden in the heart of man.
And what way was it done?
I am after walking hundreds, and long scores of miles. Winning clean beds, and the fill of me belly 4 times in the day, and I doing nothing but telling stories of that naked truth. Give me a subpoena now, and I'll tell you.
When we ask herself, beyond. She's the stuff hidden in her shawl.
You here, is it? You didn't go far at all.
I seen the coasting steamer passing, and I had a draft on me and a cramping leg. So I said, the devil go along with him, and I turned again. Now let you give me a subpoena, for I'm destroyed travelling since Tuesday was a week.
Sit down then by the fire and take your ease for a space. You've a right to be destroyed indeed with your walking and fighting and facing the sun. There now is a drink for you, and may it be to your happiness and length of life.
God increase you.
Do you know what? That man's raving from his wound today, for I met him a while since telling a rambling tale of a tinker having destroyed. Then he heard of Christie's deed, and Lippin says it was his son had cracked his skull.
No.
Isn't madness a fright? Or he'll go killing someone yet, and he thinking it's the man has struck him so.
Oh, it's a fright, surely. I knew a party once, was kicked in the head by a red mare, and he was killing horses a great while, till he eat the insides of a clock, and died after.
Did he see Christie?
He didn't. Let you not be putting him in mind of him, or you'll be likely summoned if there's murder done. Whisht, he's listening. Wait now till you hear me taking him easy and unravelling all. And what way are you feeling, mister? Are you in contentment now?
I'm poorly only. For it's a hard story the way I'm left today. When it was I did tend him from his hour of birth, and he a dunce, never reached his second book. The way he'd come from school many's the day, lamed with his legs lamed under him, blackened with his beatings like a tinker's ass. It's a hard story, I'm saying. The way some has their next and nighest raising a hand on murder on 'em, and some is lonesome, getting their death with lamentation in the dead of night.
To hear you talking so quiet, who'd know you were the same fellow we seen past today?
I am the same, Shirley. The rack and ruin of 60 years, and it's a terror to live that length, I tell you. To see your sons go into the dogs against you, and you wore out, scolding them and scalping them, and God knows what.
He's not raving. Will you ask him what kind was his son?
Was your son that hit you a lad of 1 year and a score, maybe, a great hand at racing and lepping and licking the world?
Didn't you hear me say he was the fool of men? Away from this out, he'll know the orphans lot, with young and old making game of him, and they raging, swearing, kicking at him like a mangy cur. What the devil do they want roaring below?
They're cheering a young lad, the champion Playboy of the Western world.
Didn't split me on my heart to hear him, and I'm with pulses in me brain pan for a week gone by. Is it racing they are?
Oh, it is then! Ha! They are mounting him for the new race when we run upon the sands! That's the Playboy on the winkered mule.
That last. If you'd said it was a fool he was, I'd have laid a mighty oath it was the likeness of my wandering son. Faith, I think I'll go walking for to view the race.
You will not. You best take the road to Belmullet and not be dilly-dallying in this place where there is no spot you could sleep.
Don't mind her. Out there on the bench and you'll have a view of the whole. The hurrying before the tide will rise, and it'd be near over if you went down the pathway through the crags below.
Here's a right view again the edge of the sea.
Aye.
They're coming now from the point. He's leading. Oh, look, is he at all?
He's the champion of the world, I tell you, and there isn't a ha'porth isn't fallen looking to his hands today.
Oh, look at that! They're passing him now!
Oh, he'll win it yet!
I'll take your time, Jimmy Farrell. It's too soon to say.
Watch him taking the gate.
Oh!
There's Ryan.
More power to the young lad!
He's passing the third.
Oh, he'll lick him yet!
He's licking him. He's running races with a score and cents.
Look at that mule he has, kicking the stars.
He's falling.
Oh, no!
Oh, he's mounted again.
Oh,
Wait, he's passing along.
look at him skeleton her!
Let's put him on!
Oh, it's the last turn! Oh, the ball's clear for them now!
Oh, look out for the narrow place. He'll be into the bogs.
No!
Oh, the driver. He's found again.
Oh, there's neck and neck!
He's been found. Faith, young man. He's in. Look, they're lifting them up. They're coming this way.
Oh, there is.
It's Christy. By God. By the flames of God, I know his way of spitting, and you stride the moon.
Stay quiet, will you? That's not your son. Stop him, or you'll get him off for the abetment of manslaughter and be fined as well.
Come on, Jimmy.
Hold it me out! Let me out, the lot of you, till I have my vengeance on his head today!
That's not your son. That's a man who's going to make a marriage with the daughter of this house. A place with fine trade, with a license, and poaching too.
That man, marrying a decent and a moneyed girl. Is it mad, you are? Isn't it a crazy house for females in London now?
It's mad yourself is with the blow upon your head. That lad is the wonder of the Western world.
I've seen it's my son.
You see that you're mad. Do you hear them cheering him in the zigzags of the road? Aren't you after saying that your son's a fool? And how would they be cheering a true idiot born?
Maybe it's out of reason that man's himself. Surely none would be cheering him. No. I'm raving with the madness that would fright the world. There was one time I seen 10 scarlet devils letting on they cork me spirit in a gallon can. And another time I seen rats as big as badgers sucking the life blood from the butt of me lug. But I never, till this day, confused that dribbling idiot with a likely man. I'm destroyed, Shirley.
And who'd wonder when it's your brain pan that is gaping now?
Then the blight of the sacred drought on myself and him. For I never went mad till this day. And I not 3 weeks with the Limerick girls, drinking myself silly and paralytic from the dusk till dawn. Is my visage astray?
It is then. You're a sniggering maniac a child could see.
Then I'd best be going to the Union beyond. And there'll be a welcome for me there, I tell you. The way there I once was, a fearful and terrible case, screeching in a straitened waistcoat, with 7 doctors writing down me sayings in a printed book. Would you believe that?
If you're a wonder itself, you best be hasty, for them lads caught a maniac one time and pelted the poor creature till he ran out, raving and foaming, and was drowned in the sea.
That's true. Mankind is the devil when your head's astray. Let me out now, and I'll slip down the bareen and not see them so.
That's it! Run to the right and not a one will see!
You're at some gaming, Widow Queen. But I'll follow after and give him some dinner and a time to rest. And I'll see then if he's raving or as sane as you.
You go near that lad, let you be wary of your head, I'm saying. Didn't you hear him telling he was crazed at times?
I heard him telling a power, and I'm thinking we'll have right sport before night will fall.
Oh, Billy Cullen!
Phyllis, you conceited and a foolish man. How could that madman have his senses and his brain pan slit? I'll go after them and see him turn on Philly
Jimmy,
now.
no! Oh!
But you'd say it was little only I did this day if you'd see me a while since striking my one single blow!
Don't destroy him. Leave him for to rest and try. Go on, I tell you, for he'll do no more. Go along, I'm saying. Go on. Oh, well, you're the lad. And you have great times in the south when you can win the prizes. Oh, and you sweating in the heat of noon.
I'll have great times if I win the crowning prize I'm seeking now. And that's your promise that you'll wed me in a fortnight when our banns is called.
You've right daring to go ask me that. When all know you'll be starting to some girl in your own townland when your father's rotting in 4 months or 5.
Starting from you, is it? I will not then. And when the air is warming in 4 months or 5, it's yourself and me should be pacing the effing in the jewels of night. Oh. The time sweet smells to be rising, and you'd see a shiny little new moon maybe sinking on the hills.
And it's that kind of poacher's love you'd make Christy Mahon on the sides of Neffen when the night is down.
It's little you'll think of my loves of poacher's armour as itself. When you feel my hands stretched around you, and now you squeezing kisses on your puckered lips. I feel a kind of pity the Lord God is all ages sitting lonesome in his golden chair.
That'd be right fun, Christy Mahon. And any girl would whack her heart out before she'd meet a man was your like for eloquence to talk at all.
Not you won't see how we talking till you strike an air so we can find his body. Drinking a sup from a well, and making him mighty kisses with our wetted mouths. Or gaming in a gap of sunshine, with yourself stretched back onto your necklace and the flowers of the earth.
I'd be nice, so is it?
The mitre bishops had seen you that time. They'd be like the holy prophets, I'm thinking, to be straining the bars of paradise to lay eyes on the Lady Helen of Troy. And she abroad in the dark night, pacing back and forth with the nosegay in her golden shawl.
And what is it I have, Christy Mahon, to make me fit an entertainment for the like of you? that has such poets talking, such bravery of heart.
Isn't there the light of 7 heavens in your heart alone? The way you'll be an angel's lamp to me from the south. And I abroad in the dark night, spearing salmons in the owens of the Carramore.
If I was your wife, I'd be along with you those nights, Christy Mahan.
Oh.
The way you'd see her was a great hand at coax and bailiffs or coining funny nicknames for the stars of night.
You, is it? Taking your death in the hailstorms or in the fogs of dawn?
Yourself and me would shelter easy in a narrow bush.
Oh.
But we're only talking maybe. For this would be a poor thatched place to hold a fine young lad as the like of you.
If I wasn't a good Christian, it's on my naked knees and I'd be saying my prayers and paters to every jackstraw you have roof on your head, and every stony pebble is paving the laneway to your door.
That's the truth. I have been burning candles from the south to the miracles of God and brought you from the south today. And I, with me guns but ready, the way I can wed you and not wait at all.
It's miracles and that's the truth. And I'm there walking a long while and toiling a long while. And not knowing it's all I was drawing all times nearer this holy day.
And myself a girl was tempted often to go sailing the seas till I marry a rich man with 10 kegs of gold.
Oh.
And I, not knowing at all there was the like of yourself drawing nearer, like the stars of God.
And to think of long years hearing women talking that talk to all bloody fools. And this is the first time I've heard the like of your voice talking sweetly for me own delight. Oh.
And to think it's me talking sweetly, Christy Mahan. And I, the fright of 7 townlands for me biting tongue. Well, the heart's a wonder, and I'm thinking there won't be our like in Mayo for gallant lovers from this hour to be.
Quickly ran down.
That's me father coming from the wake. Oh, when he's had a sleep and tell him there's peaceful men.
Was Lord Cavan town, and there we lay wailing, all in our prison bound. Oh, the blessing of God and all his angels on your head, young fella. I hear you're after winning all the sports below. Oh, and wasn't it a shame I didn't bear you along with me to Kate Cassidy's wake, a fine stout lad the like of you, for you'd never see the like of it or blows a drink. When we put her in her narrow grave at noonday, there was 5, 6 men stretched out, wretched, speechless on the holy stones.
Is that the truth?
It is. Oh, and aren't you allowed, ye schemer, to go burying your poor father unbeknownst when you'd a right to throw him on the crupper of a carrying mule and bear him westward like holy Joseph in the days gone by? The way we could have given him a decent burial, not having rotten beyond, and not a Christian drinking a smart drop to the glory of his soul.
It's well enough he's lying for the likes of you.
Oh, well, aren't you the hardened slayer? It'll be a poor thing for the household man where you go snipping for a female wife. Now look, beyond at the shy, decent Christian I've chosen for my daughter's hand. And after getting the gilded dispensation this day for to have 'em wed.
And you'll be watching him this day, is it?
Aye. Oh, are you thinking if I'm drunk itself, I'd leave my daughter living single with a little frisky lad the like of you?
Is it the truth the dispensation's come?
It has, yeah. Father Riley, after reading it in Gallus Latin, says it's come in the nick of time. And I'll wed him in a hurry, dreading that young gaffer who'd capsize the stars.
He's missed his nick of time. For it's that lad, Christy Mahan, that I'm wedding now.
You'd be making him a son to me, and he's still wet and crusted with his father's blood?
Aye, wouldn't it be a bitter thing to go marrying the like of Shalene, and he a middling kind of scarecrow with no savagery or fine words in him at all?
Oh, aren't you the heathen daughter? To go shaking the fat of my heart, and I swamped and drowned it in the way to drink. Would you have him turn on me, the way that I'd be roaring to the dawn of day, with the wind upon my heart? Have you no words to aid me, Shaneen? Are you not jealous at all?
I'd be afeard to be jealous of a man that slay his da.
Well, it should be a poor thing to go marrying your like. I'm seeing there's a world of peril for an orphan girl. And isn't it a great blessing I didn't wed ya before himself came walking from the west or south?
That'd be a queer story you'd go picking a dirty tramp up from the highway of the world.
And you think you're a likely beau to go straying along with the shiny Sundays of the opening year? When it's sooner on a bullock's liver you'd put a poor girl thinking than on the lily or the rose.
And have you no mind of my weight of passion, and the holy dispensation, the drift of heifers that I've given, and the golden ring?
I'm thinking you're too fine for the like of me, Sean Kyo of Killikeen. And let you go off now, till you'd find a radiant lady with droves of bullocks on the plains of Meath, and herself bedizened in the diamond jewelleries of Pharaoh's ma. Not to be your match, Shaneen, so God save you now.
Won't you hear me tell it? Take yourself from this young fellow, or I'll maybe add a murder to me deeds today.
Murder it is! Is it mad you are? You'd go making murder in this place and it piled high with poaching for our drinking tonight? Go out on the foreshore if it's fighting you want, where the rising tide will wash all traces from the memory of man.
I'll not fight him, Michael James. I'd prefer live a bachelor, simmering in passions to the end of time than face it up and savage the like of him as descended from the Lord knows where. Strike him yourself, Michael James, or you lose my drift of heifers and my blue bull from Sneeve.
Visit me, fight him. Oh, no. When his father's slaying his bread too now. Go on, you fool, and fight him now.
Will I strike him in the head?
No, take the Loy, it's on your western side.
When do you fear the gallows, if I struck with that? I'll make you face the gallows, so quit off from this. Well, fine weather will be after him. And I'm thinking you wouldn't want a quaking blackguard like that in your house at all. Let you give us your blessing, and hear her swear her faith to me. For I'm mounted on the springtide of the stars of luck, the way it'd be good for any to have me in their house.
Bless us now, for I swear to God I'll wed him, and I'll not renege.
Oh, it is the will of God, I'm thinking, that all should win an easier a cruel end. And it is the will of God that all should rear up lengthy families for the nurture of the earth. And what's a single man, I ask you, eating a bit in one house, drinking a sup in another, and he with no place to call his own, like an old braying jackass straight upon the rocks? Oh, there's many would be in dread to bring your like into their house, for to end them, maybe with a sudden end. But I'm a decent man of Ireland, and I'd liefer face the grave untimely. And seeing a score of grandsons growing up gallant little swearers by the name of God, then go people in my bedside with the puny weeds the like of which you breed, I'm thinking of Shaninkyo. A daring man is the jewel of the world, and a man did split his father's middle with a single clout, should have the bravery of 10. So may God and Mary and Saint Patrick bless you and increase you from this mortal day.
Amen.
What's happening? They just increased
Let me go! Stop that, will you? Who are you, dog?
I'm his father, God forgive me.
He sits rose from the dead.
Do I look so easy quenched from the top of a loin?
It doesn't look
And it's lies you told. Letting on you had him slitted and you nothing at all.
He's not my brother. He's a raving maniac with scaring the world. Oh, that's good. For some of us, it's true.
He's fooling Peggy.
Aye, the widow queen likely seen him this day. He's a liar.
Lion stretched out with an open head on it, let it on he was dead.
And weren't you off racing the hills before I could get me breath back? The way I see you turning on me and all.
And to think of the coaxing glory we had given him. And he, after doing nothing but hitting a soft blow and chasing northward in a sweat of fear, quit off from this.
You take me towards the stake!
There'll be no wedding for you now.
It's there your treachery is spurring me, till I'm hard set to think that you're the one I'm after lacing in me heartstrings half an hour gone by.
Oh! Right in the neck!
Take him on from this. I think bad the world should see me raging for a monster liar and a fool of men.
Rise now to retribution and come on with me.
I guess the Playboy. Let him rule the roost in mail. Slate him now, Mr. Slate him! Slate him!
Here! When I asked the thunders of the might of God to blast me if ever I did hurt any, saving only that one single blow!
If you didn't, you're a poor good for nothing. And isn't it by the like of you that the sins of the whole world are committed?
In the name of the Lord God.
Please come to the Lord God. Do you want him sending down droughts and fevers and the old hen and the cholera morbus?
Will you come between us and protect me now?
I've tried a lot, God help me, and my share is done.
That is so much of a now, Playboy.
What, just go back into me torment, is it? No. Or run off like a vagabond straight to the Union?
Oh, don't let it get away.
Otherwise you march down on me till I take another from the making whistles and be ripped with you.
Not here, Sarah.
Ask Peggy to aid you. Her light is often changed.
Down to the ground. Did you see that?
I will not bid. Others torment in the splendour of her life. And she, a girl in a moon of midnight, would take pride to meet face it southwards on the Hees and Keel. But what did I want crawling forward to scorch my understanding in her flaming brow?
Take him on from this, or I'll set the young lads to destroy him here.
Go on, lads.
Come on then, Nick. Or would you have the whole company to see us scalped?
Oh, my. Leave her go!
Here from me.
Leave me go, I'm saying!
I will, baby. When your legs is limping and your back is blue.
Keep it up, you two!
Let's go. Right now.
Shut your mouth! For if you're after making a mighty man of me today by the power of the lie, you're setting me now to think, if it's a poor thing to be lonesome, it's worse maybe to go mixing with the fools of earth! Keep off! Lest I show a blow onto the lot of you, set the guardian angels wicked and a crowd of balls!
He's crazy!
Run from the idiot! I'm an idiot. I'm after hearing my voice saying words this day would raise the top knot of a poet to the merchant's tower!
Are you nothing but the coward to be said?
I will your voice say, out your lippage!
Shut your gullet and come on with me.
But I'll stretch you first.
They're turning again, you. Come on, or you'll be hanged indeed.
I think it from the south. The Dean will be giving me praises the same as in the hours gone by.
Come by the back door. I think that have you stifled on the gallows tree.
I'm not gone. What could be my lifetime if I'm not Begin?
Come on, and you'll be no worse than you were last night. And you with a double murder this time to be telling the girls.
I will not leave Begin, Mike. Oh!
Isn't that the match of her in every parish public from Binghamstown to the Plain of Mead? Come on, I tell you, and I'll find you finer sweethearts at each waning moon.
Oh, leave her. It's herself I'm seeking only. What care if I have you brought me adrift and chosen peoples, standing in their ships itself, maybe, from this place to the eastern wilds?
Run off to the east.
He's raging now, but we'll fit them on him, and I'll take him Mary to the aqua boat.
Leave me go! When I'm thinking upon my luck today, for so wed me surely.
Take his hand.
And I prove the hero in the aqua boat.
Take his hand and we'll pull him now. Come on, young fellow.
You're taking me from her? You're jealous, is it? Of her wedding me? Ah! Go on from this.
It's in the madhouse. They should put him, not in jail at all. We'll go by the back door to call the doctor and we'll save him so.
Goodbye to motion, darken. Sick and tired of working. The more I'll dig the pretties, longer I'll be fooled. For sure as my name is Carney, I'll go off to California, where instead of digging pretties, I'll be digging lumps of gold. And the day I went to court, whenever I was tired resorting, from alehouse to playhouse, and many a house beside, I told me brother Seamus I'd go off and go right famous. And before I'd return again, I'd have roamed the world.
He's no glad cured, surely. I'm after feeling the last gasp of quitting his heart. Look at the way he is. Stretch of hangman's not on it. Slip it over his head while he's paying no mind at all. Did you take it, Jenny? You're the soberest of all that's here.
Is it me to go near him now?
Aye.
And he the wickedest and worst with me.
I'll get on with this one.
Let you take it, Biggie Mike.
Oh, Lord. Come on, so.
Come on to the peelers till they stretch you out.
If we took pity on you, the Lord God would maybe bring ruin on us from the law this day. Now it's best you go easy, for hanging is an easy and a speedy end.
I'll not stir! And what will you be saying to me? Am I doing it this time in the face of Al?
I see, a strange man is a marvel with his mighty talk. But what's a squabble in your backyard? And the blow of a lie? But touch me, there's a great gap between a gallus story and a dirty deed. Take him on! I don't want him also like to be put on trial for his deed today.
And what will you? Is yourself that will be sending me to have a hardy-figured henchman sitting his bloody slipknots at the butt of me ear?
Come on, will ya?
Cut the rope, Piggy! And I'll cut the lot of you and live from this out like the madman of Kiel, eating muck and green weeds on the faces of the cliff.
And leave us to hang, is it? Or a saucy liar the like of you? Take him on! Out from this!
Pull and twist on his neck. Squeeze him so.
Twist yourself! Sure, it's gonna hurt you if you keep your distance from his teeth.
I'm afraid of him. Let the light and sword will you. Scorch his leg.
Leave go now, young man, or I'll squirt your shins!
The blood for the torture me! That's your kind, is it? Then let the lot of you be wary. For if I'm to face the gallows, I'll have a game much down myself you and spill the blood of some of you before I die!
Keep a good hold, Billy. Aye, be wary for the love of God. For I'm thinking he would leave his freakish pains on me.
If I can't lay my hands upon you, it's the way you'll be at the fall of night, hanging like a scarecrow for the fowls of hell. Oh, you'll have a gallows job, I'm thinking. Cut you not through limbo with me father's ghost.
Make haste, will you? Isn't he a holy tower? And isn't it true for Father Riley that all drinks are cursed? That has a lot of you so shaky and uncertain now.
If I can't wring a neck among you, I'll have a royal judgment looking upon a trembling Jerry in the courts of law! And must there be crying out in May the day I'm stretched upon the road, with the ladies in their silks and satins, snivelling into the lacy kerchiefs, and they rhyming songs and stories on the terror of my fate!
It's the like of a mad dog. I'm thinking the way that I will surely die.
You will then, and the way you can shake out hell's flags of welcome for my coming in 2 weeks or 3. For I'm thinking that Satan hasn't had many who killed their dad and Carrie, and in Mayo too!
Bring the sword, will you? How does that feel,
Are you coming timer what ails you now.
For what have they got you tied?
They're taking me to the peelers to have me hanged for slaying you.
It is the will of God that all should guard their little cabins against the treachery of the law. And what would become of my daughter if I were ruined or was hanged itself?
It's little I care if you put a bag on her back and go picking cockles till the hour of death. But my son and myself will be going our own way. And we'll have good times from this out, telling stories of the villainy of Mayo and the fools that is here. Come on, then.
Go with you, is it? I will then. Like a gallant captain with his heathen slave. Go on now, and I'll see you from this day, stewing my oatmeal and washing my spuds, for I'm the master of all fights from now. Go on, I'm saying.
Is it me?
Not a word out of you. Go on from this.
God be praised. I am crazy again.
$10,000 blessings upon all that's here. For you've turned me a likely gaffer at the end of all. The way I'll go romancing through a romping lifetime. From this hour to the dawning of the judgment day.
Well, by the will of God, we'll have peace now for our drinks. Will you draw the porter, Begin?
It's a miracle. Father Riley can win us in the end of all, and we'll have none to bother us when his vicious bite is healed. Oh!
Ooh, quench me sight. Oh, my grief. Ah, I've lost him, surely. I've lost the only Playboy of the Western world.
So good.